what's going on? So thanks for coming back, checking out another one. So here is what I got going on. It's Sunday, a little bit overcast, weather is beautiful. So the perfect day to cut some weeds. But hey, so the purpose of this video is because I just went last night, went to the Home Depot, purchased this new Echo trimmer. And I had a pretty small little like steel trimmer in the past that I used because I got it for free, so you know it was great. But I needed something that actually had a little more power and something that I can actually cut with. So went and bought this Echo, and I'm just going to do a real quick first impressions review of it for you today. Kind of give you an overview, and then we'll trim some weeds with it here in a minute, and you guys can check it out and figure it out for yourself. Alright, so once I get everything opened up, here's what it comes with. Of course, you got the trimmer. It comes with some mixing oil. You got your owner's manual. You got your warranty info. This is the SRM-225 model Echo trimmer, which I picked it up from the Home Depot last night. I think for $219, $220, something like that. 25cc trimmer, which I think Home Depot actually carries several models with the 25cc engine, and you're just basically paying for other features or benefits that you would like to have. Let's talk real quick about the head that's on this thing. Speed feed head. So when I was looking at this and you know kind of how it works, it's generally like most other ones, it's bump feed, but whereas most other brands, and I know like Steel has it, you know, Husqvarna, the bump feed is just a button bump feed, and generally like it's very easy to use with a button bump feed, and it works very well, and it also lasts quite a while, and you're not replacing the head so much. So when I first seen this speed feed head, I was like, you know, it's bump feed, but like it's one full piece, like the entire head is required to be bump feed, and I'm like, there is no way that's going to last for any period of time. So I did check it out at Home Depot when I purchased this, and the entire, like what they call the maintenance kit for the head, which is just this outer piece and the spring, you can replace for like 16 bucks. So at least it's pretty cheap, at least it's pretty affordable. I don't feel like this head is going to last nearly as long, but at the same time it's cheap to replace it with a maintenance kit, so that is a plus. But hey, let's get some string thrown on this thing, and we'll start to give it a quick little test out. So here's the string I'm using. I bought this Echo Black Diamond. I have used this string before, like on some Steel products and things that I've had in the past. It lasts a really long time. It's really tough, and overall it's pretty good string. It's a little on the pricey side, but I know this is good stuff because I've used it before. So let's throw some string on this. Let's fire this puppy up. Got some, I just filled it up with gas, so let's prime it a few times. There we go. Let's throw some choke. Half choke. Trim the line down. running pretty strong. You know, 25 cc's. It doesn't run as strong as some trimmers I've had in the past, but I've got pretty light work around here, around the house. So what I am going to do is, let's go do the trim work and some of the edging that we need. Let's get this trimmer really good and hot, and then after we get it really good and hot, we'll jump up here on the hill into some of the big stuff that I have, and we'll test it out. Test it out up here on the hill, and some of this big stuff, and see how it operates under a load when it's really hot. So let's go do some trim work over there and some edging out front. Alright, now that all the real light duty stuff, the light work is done, let's go up here and, oh yeah, she's nice and hot too. Been running for about 15 minutes on just the light trim work. So let's start this puppy up while it's hot and hit the big stuff. Alright, well, the work is done, so let's talk about it for a minute. With the light trim work, you know, just edging up, light trim around the house, trimming around the trees, stuff in the yard, this thing worked great. I mean, like, you know, I was running it at about third, maybe even half throttle most of the time during that trim work, and it just plowed right through it, never slowed the head down at all. So light trim work, this thing made easy work of it. Like I said, even at like half throttle, 1/3 throttle most of the time. I thought that, you know, once I got into this heavy stuff, that I was like, okay, this is going to slow it down even if I'm running it at full throttle, because this stuff's pretty thick. Well, I am pleasantly surprised at how this thing kind of handled and held up in the big stuff here on the hill. As you can see, I don't go too far up the hill just because I don't need to. But yeah, I was running this thing at full throttle and it was just plowing through everything, all that big stuff up there that we're talking 3-4 feet high, plowing right through it. Wasn't slowing the head down at all. The bump feed on the weed eater head, it worked great. The way that head is made, I think it is going to wear out a little more quickly than maybe other brands, but the bump feed works great anyway. So yeah, this is overall like a very good purchase. Very happy with purchasing this little thing. It done great, at least for the first time of use, and I don't have a ton of like really heavy work around the house that I have to do. Mostly it's just trim work with the lawn care and stuff like that. So I'm never going to be using this thing in a lot of heavy work, but if I did, it holds up great in some of the stuff that I did back here. So good little purchase right at the $200 price mark. Runs great. But if you guys want to kind of see a follow-up video, maybe later on this fall, after the season for like cutting grass, cutting weeds has kind of started to tail off to an end, if you guys want to see another review after I've used this thing for one full season, just leave me a like. Let me know in the comments that you do want to see a part 2 and kind of a follow-up on this, and then I will get that to you guys later on this fall. But just first impressions review, a great light duty weed trimmer that's going to hold up, you know, pretty well if you have a ton of light duty work, and even if you have some stuff that you do maybe once every couple weeks that's a little heavier work, this thing works pretty great. So that's a wrap, guys. Like I said, let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 to this, and I will hook you up.